really Stephanie was the best resource for me because she had done a deep, deep, deep dive.
The first thing I wanted to ask you about was I have heard Kelvin talk about his practice routine for this movie. But you took singing lessons and stuff as well, right? You had to sing opera. What was that like for you? Was that stressful in any way?
It was stressful, but Michael Roberts, who was my singing teacher, made it really easy and really fun, and I actually look forward to it. In fact, after we wrapped the movie, I still saw him for more singing lessons. He made it really fun. Actually, I should call him. I should keep doing that. I've put it off. But nowhere near as crazy as Kelvin's schedule. I would sing for like an hour, maybe an hour and a half a day, and he would get up at 3 o'clock in the morning and play his violin till 11 p.m. at night. So yeah, I was fine.
I heard him say like he doesn't want to touch a violin again. So it's good that you still want to sing. But you have done so many different kinds of films, The Babysitter, Babylon, my personal favorite, Bill and Ted. What was the draw for you to this film? Was part of it getting to continue to showcase your range?
I don't think I actively am like, I'm going to showcase my range. I just thought that, the script is really good, and I have to thank my team for picking really eclectic roles. And the writing was really good, and I like to challenge myself. I don't know if that's masochist of me, but I was like, I have to sing. Oh no. Okay, let's do it. Yeah, I feel, I don't want to be pigeonholed into one thing. I did like a few horrors one after another, and I wanted to have a departure from that. And I spoke to my team about that, and we thought, okay, what else is out there? But I love horror, so I went back for more. Yeah, that wasn't intentional, I guess, is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah. And the writing on this film is so great. But how much did you research Marie-Josephine outside of learning who she was kind of in the context of the Chevalier's life?
Yeah, it was hard to find anything on her. I mean, the internet is great, but there wasn't too much. Really, Stephanie was the best resource for me because she had done a deep, deep, deep dive and spoken to a lot of people about her. So that, yeah, she was the most useful tool.
Yeah. And what do you think it was like? What to you was it about her that drew her to the Chevalier in the first place?
What was it about her that
like that kind of paved the way to the relationship that she ended up having with Joseph Balloon?
Oh, sure. I think good spirits in a way. I think she was kind of trapped in this loveless marriage, or at least loveless on her end. And wanted her freedom, and she saw that in him, and he saw that in her. And I think he was exciting and a fellow artist and wanted to express himself with music, and she did too. And they had that sort of muse. And if you have a muse, what are you? What's the right term for analogy for that?
I don't know. Is there one? Artist? Yeah.
Yeah, they had that artist muse relationship, which was really beautiful, but very tragic.
Yeah. Speaking of that, not to get into spoilers or anything, but there is a lot of tragedy in the relationship. Kelvin seems like a really fun person. I got to see him speak the other day. As do you. Like, how was it for the two of you to get to that place emotionally and do those scenes?
Yeah, I mean, he's a profesh. He is very, very talented. It wasn't hard at all. Unless we were loopy from working for 12 hours and we just got the gigs. But and Stephanie's writing was so beautiful that it's hard to like break character. I mean, it was just so powerful, her dialogue. And with Stephen at the helm being like, we're running out of light, like go. We're like, okay. And tears, let's go.
And on the flip side of that, like what scenes were the most fun for you guys to film?
I loved the scene where Chevalier and Marie-Josephine meet in this sort of luscious party. And Sean Clifford, who played my cousin, she like brings me to the party, and we're like gossiping about him and looking over at him, and it had that sort of high school boy meets girl vibe, and we found that very funny, and we were improvising a lot and probably annoying everyone, but yeah, that was good.
Did the improvisations make it into the film? Any of them?
Maybe. I can't remember. It was like as we were walking away from Kelvin, we were saying things. I can't remember if they left that in or if they were like, that's not in keeping with the tone of the film.
Yeah, for sure. And I feel like, maybe on outside of the fact that you're both artists, maybe someone like you and Marie-Josephine might not have like the most in common. Was there a specific way that you found to like relate to her as you were starting work on this?
I mean, I think she is relatable. It's just a different era. I related to her in the sense that she is a creative, and without having an outlet for her creativity, it can get really depressed. I think she's really relatable to a lot of women, actually. The fact that we, still don't entirely have autonomy over our lives, and especially our bodies. And yeah, it was strange. I never thought like, oh, she's so different from me. In fact, I thought the opposite. She just was in a very different situation. So that was what I had to use my imagination for. But thanks to the set design and the, locations we were filming in, and the costume design, the hair and makeup, I didn't have to use my imagination that much. It felt like walking into a different time.
Yeah. And I think this is the last one I have for you. But I know that there were Bob Marley lyrics on all the call sheets. I know Stephen Williams is like very, very into Bob Marley. Was there one that stuck with you throughout the production, or like one of those kinds of moments?
I don't remember. It was so long ago.
Oh, of course.
And I'd always miss, because I'd still be in hair and makeup when they would start. And that's when Stephen would like say it to the crew. I'd always miss it. But I really did enjoy reading them every morning. It was a good little pick me up, especially if you're sleepy and tired and feeling ungrateful.
Right, of course. Well, awesome. I think that's all I have for you. Thank you so much for your time. It's such a great film. I hope everyone goes to see it.
Thank you.